Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are back in Washington for another game in this series. God, our pitching rotation is just so messed up. Zap has got to get a day off here. It's supposed to be Stitch, he just pitched the other day. Jonathan's ready, he should be tomorrow. God, you know what? I think we're going to go full bullpen. I don't think we've ever actually done this before. But Zap's got to get some time. Let's see, so let's start off with Gonzalez. Alright, we'll see how this goes. God, pitching is such a mess. One thing I really rarely had to worry about. So anyway, game 2. Squirrels winning 8-4 yesterday, a game that got away from the Nationals late. Washington takes the field. And I noticed Rocco Baldelli not in the lineup. He must have really managed to hurt himself on that dive back into first. Ultimate's going to start out in right. Rest of the lineup looks to be what we saw yesterday. Of course, Washington has also only won 7 games so far this year, so they might also just be searching for some answers. Redding on the mound. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Redding on the mound. His numbers look like what you'd expect for a last place team. Kester at the plate now. He will look at strike 1. Pop towards first. Johnson goes over by the wall, catches it still on the grass. That'll bring Marvin to the plate. He will bat left-handed. First pitch is a slider for a strike. This pitch, a strike on the outside corner. Marvin down 0-2. The slurve misses down and in. Called strike 3. Wasn't the greatest pitch in my book, but we're going to move on to Chief. Nobody on base and 2 outs. That first pitch goes outside. Actually looked kind of similar to the one they just called out on Marvin. And that changeup stays high. We've got a 2-0 count. That slurve called a strike up in the zone. Misses up and out again, 3-1. And that's a walk. The first base runner today for the Squirrels brings Terry to the plate. There are 2 outs. First pitch is called a strike. Check over on Chief at first. Not really a threat to run. Fastball misses inside. Terry swings at a pitch that did not appear to be in the zone. Hits this one, a ground ball right to short. Lopez over to first, and that will end the inning. Squirrels with a base runner, but no hits and no runs. Robinson Cano is going to lead off today for the Nationals. So, I think we're going to empty our entire bullpen today. Gonzalez's first ever start. I think my plan is for 2 innings each for all the middle relief. Cano is going to put this one into right or left center, and it's going to clear the fence. His 3rd home run of the year, 383 feet, and the Nationals take a 1-0 lead. A 1 pitch, 1 run for the Nationals. So that puts Gonzalez's ERA at roughly infinity for this game. Delman Young is quickly down 0-2. Then a light ground ball to Joey. He takes a little while to get it. Thankfully, he has a strong arm to get that out. Ultimate at the plate now. Looks at strike 1. And this one bounces in. Misses inside. 2-1. Grounds this one to third. Chief throws over. 2 down. Nick Johnson at the plate now. He will take a strike on the inside corner. Fastball. Swings and misses at a splitter. And another splitter, another swing and a miss. So it's a 1-2-3 inning as long as you don't count that first swing by Cano, which cleared the fence. Nationals lead 1-0 as we go into the second. Frank will lead things off. First pitch to Frank is called a strike. The second one up there that I didn't really agree with, but apparently this umpire is giving it. And Frank swings and misses at the next pitch. And then hits this one foul. Still 0-2. Up the middle, that'll get through for the first Squirrels hit of the day. That will bring Tom to the plate. Tom had gotten off to an awful start to this season, but he's got his average up to over 300 again. Looking more like the Tom that we know. And he promptly puts this ball right on the right field line. He's going to cruise in for a double. Runners on second and third with nobody out. That will bring Zach to the plate. The go-ahead run in scoring position. This is hit into right field. This will also be very near the line, right in the same sort of spot Tom hit it. Does drive in both runs. Squirrels take the lead 2-1. Zach stayed at first on that hit, and they will check over to start this at-bat. Joey at the plate looks at a changeup for a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. This is into center field. That'll put runners on first and second, and Gonzalez is actually going to get to hit for the first time in his career. Goes with a bunt, and it's actually a pretty good one. Puts runners on second and third again. That was the first out of the inning, and Kester is up at the plate. First pitch is outside. Grounds towards second. The only play. Oh, bad base running. Oh, my goodness. Zach did not take off with the pitch. He didn't take off, but Joey did. Joey made it to third, so Zach just ended up being dead meat at the plate. Terrible base running to end the inning, but the Squirrels do manage to take the lead 2-1. Ryan Zimmerman at the plate. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Swings and misses at the second pitch. Then they swing and a miss on the changeup for strike 3. 1 down. Corey Patterson at the plate. First pitch down and in. There's a strike on the outside corner. Another strike on the outside. 1-2. Broken bat. A high hop to second. Oh, actually, I thought it was a hop. Apparently, it was on the fly. 2 down. Johnny Estrada at the plate. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch a strike. A split finger on the outside corner. Then a fastball down at the knees makes it 1-2. This one well inside. Estrada has to back off. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So the Squirrels do take the lead into the third inning. And Marvin is due up for the Squirrels in the top of the third. Marvin struck out looking in his first at-bat. He's the only strikeout victim so far today for Reading. Fouls this one straight back. Has an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Marvin continues to be the only strikeout victim. Chief walked in his first at-bat. I guess it doesn't technically qualify as an at-bat. Has a 1-1 count here. And there's a called strike, 1-2. This one misses down and away, 2-2. Called strike 3. 2 down. Terry at the plate. Ground out to short in his first at bat. Hits this one. This time it'll actually get through the left side. So a 2-out single for Terry. That will bring Frank to the plate. Got a base hit and scored in his first at bat. Looks at that changeup for strike 1. This pitch up by his head. 1-1. Misses inside again. 2-1. Up and in. 3-1. Redding digging a hole for himself, and he's going to walk Frank. Puts runners on first and second for Tom, who already has a double today. First pitch called a strike, although not the biggest fan. Umpire seems a little all over the place today. Tom puts us into left field for a base hit. Another run is coming in to score. And Tom will cruise into second base. I think that was a double either way, though the throw went to third to start with. So the Squirrels now up 3-1 on the Nationals. And that will bring Zach to the plate with 2 runners in scoring position. There are 2 outs though. First pitch is called a strike. Zach, ground ball back to Redding. A nice easy hop he could handle. And that will end the top of the third. Squirrels tack on another to make it 3-1. Felipe Lopez due up for the Nationals. And we will go ahead and change pitchers. Started with a righty, so let's go lefty. Throw Nakai out there next. Which also means Nakai is going to get an at-bat. I know he has actually hit before, and he's actually gotten a hit before. But we'll see what he can do this year. Therefore, his last year, the year before, he was the only reliever to get an at-bat, and he actually came through with a hit. So all year, he had 1,000 batting average. Has a 1-2 count on Lopez here. Gets the call on a changeup for strike 3. 1 down, Redding at the plate. First pitch called a strike. Ground ball up the middle. It gets through Nakai, and Joey can't quite get there. So that's a base hit for Redding. I believe the second hit of the day. The only other hit was Robinson Cano here hitting a home run. That pitch gets by Tom. Not sure if that was a wild pitch or pass ball. But somewhere the wires got crossed. Puts a runner into scoring position. And Cano with a 2-0 count. There's a called strike on the outside corner. Called strike on a curveball makes it 2-2. Called strike on the changeup. Cano doesn't offer any pitches, and he strikes out looking. Delman Young at the plate now. 2 outs, runner still in scoring position. First pitch is called a strike. Second pitch is swung on and missed. Makes it 0-2. Another curveball that again gets away from Tom. Redding's going to move on to third base. 1-2 at the plate. There are 2 outs. Another curveball's fouled away. Goes to the curve again. This time gets a ground ball to first. Terry will grab it, take it himself, and that will end the inning. So Nakai almost wild pitches a batter all the way around the bases. We go into the fourth, though. Squirrels up 3-1. Joey to lead things off. Got a base hit in his first at-bat. And he will look at strike 1. Hits this one towards second. Cano throws over. 1 down. Nakai to the plate then. Said I have actually seen him get a hit before. Looks at strike 1 here. Looks at strike 2. This one down in the dirt. Nakai yet to swing the bat. Does here, but comes up empty. 2 down. Kester at the plate. He is 0 for 2. A foul out and a ground out. First pitch is called a strike. Ground ball. Felipe Lopez will take care of that. We'll move to the bottom of the fourth inning. Squirrels still leading 3-1. The Nationals will start off with alternate at the plate. Kai starts off the at-bat with a curveball that is called a strike. Another curveball gets a swing and a miss, really hitting that breaking ball hard today. Goes with the changeup here, and it's fouled straight back. Another changeup, this time a swing and a miss. One away, Johnson at the plate. He struck out in his first at-bat. That breaking ball in the dirt. And this one's outside, 2-0. Throws another curveball, this time he gets the called strike. Finally a fastball, and he blows it by Johnson. Ground toward third, Chief picks it up, throws it over, and that is 2 outs in the inning. Ryan Zimmerman struck out in his first at-bat. And first pitch bounces in. High fastball, called strike 1. Another fastball, this is going to leave the whole stadium, I think. Well, no, hits right at the very upper deck. But no doubt on that one, 482-foot shot, Zimmerman's 5th home run of the year. Squirrels still lead 3-2. So that'll bring Corey Patterson to the plate. I believe he popped out on the infield his first time up. Looks at strike 1 here. Puts this one towards third. Chief will pick it up, and that will end the 4th inning. Nationals do get a run, though. So now only a 1-run Squirrels lead. And Marvin is due to lead off in the 5th. Marvin is struck out in both at-bats today. Looks at strike 1 here. Redding finally did get 2 other strikeouts outside of Marvin that last go-around. Marvin fouls this one alive. Still 0-2. Fouls this one off to stay alive. Still has an 0-2 count, but then swings and misses for his 3rd strikeout of the day. Chief has walked and struck out today. Looks at strike 1. It'd be nice to see him put a ball in play at least. Has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Redding wiping his brow heavily. That pitch down and out. That one pretty much right down the middle, and Chief does what you should do with a pitch like that. Puts it 469 feet into center field, his 2nd home run of the year. That's first one just a few days ago in Milwaukee. Or Arizona, rather. So 4-2 Squirrels. That'll bring Terry to the plate. There's only 1 out. That pitch is up and in. A swing and a miss makes it 1-1. Down and in, 2-1. This one pretty much right down the middle, and Terry slaps it into left field. 1 on, 1 out. Frank is singled and walked today, but the Nationals will go to the bullpen and find Colomé. All right, first pitch is called a strike, a high fastball. This one inside, Frank has to brush back, and then kind of fists that one a little bit. Cano catches it in the air by second base. So Tom at the plate, 1 on with 2 outs. Tom has doubled in both at-bats today, puts this one right up the middle. He'll have to settle for a single. Runners on first and second for Zach. First pitch is down and in. And up and out. 2-0. Zach puts a good charge into this one. Patterson chasing it down, but he will not get there. And 1 hops the wall. 1 run already in. Tom coming towards home. They're not even going to throw it. 6-2 Squirrels now. A runner still on second base. We might actually we are going to get a pinch hitter as they're going to intentionally walk Joey. And we are going to have a new pitcher next inning anyway. We're not going to do any double switching. I guess we'll go ahead and use Quentin now. Doesn't look like we're going to have a tight one down the stretch the way it's going. Runners on first and second. There are 2 outs. First pitch is outside. Pops this one up, but it'll make the seats behind home. Too high, 2-1. Swing and a miss on that changeup makes it 2-2. This one, we got a full count, 2 outs. Runners will be off, and there they go. And a called strike 3. Pretty good pitch, actually. So we'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Squirrels score 3, make it 6-2. Johnny Estrada is going to lead things off for the Nationals. And we will go with Jones. All right, Estrada struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Little pop fly into very shallow right, and Kester makes the grab. 1 down, Felipe Lopez at the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat. First pitch is called a strike. Ground ball to short. Joey will pick it up and throw it over. 2 down. And Colome will hit for himself here. First pitch, too low. Little pop up right in front of the plate. Tom will grab it, and we will go to the 6th inning. 6-2, Squirrels lead. Kester to lead things off. Kester's 0 for 3 today. First pitch out of the zone. The top of the lineup actually not really doing the job today, but everybody else is hitting, so I guess it works out fine. Has a 2-1 count in this at-bat. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. That one sails high. Full count. This one outside. Kester aboard with a walk. That'll bring Marvin to the plate. He's already struck out 3 times today. Kester takes off. He is thrown out, and Marvin swung and missed at that pitch. So base is now empty. And a hit up the middle. Marvin gets aboard. 1 on, 1 out. Chief homered in his last at bat. Looks at strike 1. Then lines this one into right field. Marvin will stop at second base. Runners on first and second for Terry. Who did get a hit in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. This one gets away. Runners will move up to second and third. Terry with a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, it's up to Frank to drive in some more runs. Don't know if the Squirrels actually need those runs or not, but, you know, it's always nice to have insurance. Puts this one into deep right center. It'll one-hop the wall, and 2 more runs in on a double. 8-2 Squirrels. Now, Frank and Tom, I feel like especially, have been really killing it at the plate here. Nationals go to the bullpen. They will find Sweeney. All right, Tom, 3 for 3, couple doubles and a single. Runner still in scoring position. First pitch is called a strike. This one lined foul, 0-2. Swing and a miss. Tom retired for the first time today. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Robinson Cano will lead off for the Nationals. And actually, this will be Jones' second inning. I can put that controller down. Cano is homered and struck out. And he will ground this one. It looks like Tom's actually going to field that high hop. It is a fair ball. And a throw on to first for the first out of the inning. Delman Young at the plate now. First pitch, a breaking ball for a strike. Fastball down and in. Another fastball gets a swing and a miss. Young unable to catch up. Another swing and a miss on a fastball down and away. 2 down. Ultimate at the plate. He is ground out and struck out today. Looks at strike 1 right down the middle. And hits a breaking ball that Kester gloves. Throws to first, and that will end the 6th inning. We'll go into the 7th. We'll actually get a pinch hitter here. After Zach leads things off and Joey does whatever Joey does. Zach is 2 for 3 today. Singled and doubled so far. Looks at a strike. Looks at another strike. Popped up behind the home plate. Estrada, though, runs out of room. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 down. Joey at the plate. He is 1 for 2. He's got a single. He was also intentionally walked in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Grounds this one towards first, but it does get foul. This pitch too far inside. 1-2. This is going to be a base hit into center field. 1 on, 1 out. We will bring... Let's bring Sweeney in, see if he can lift that average a little bit. Normally our best pinch hitter. He's not even hitting 200 so far this year. Sweeney to the plate with a fastball for a strike. This fastball is going to be put into left field for a base hit. 2 on, 1 out. Kester at the plate. He might be the only Squirrels starter without a hit today. And he fixes that by putting it into center field. Bases are loaded for Marvin, who's going to hit right-handed for the first time today. Did get a base hit in his last at-bat. That fastball's elevated, but called a strike. Curveball down too low. Called strike on another fastball, makes it 1-2. And then a base hit into left field. 1 run in, the second run incoming. That's a 2 RBI double for Marvin, makes it 10-2. And yeah, this game just not going well for the Nationals at all. Did hit a couple home runs. I guess that maybe is a bright spot. Nationals go to their bullpen again. This time they find Beard. I don't remember this guy. They said his first name is Rander, I think. Anyway, Chief at the plate. He's had a pretty good day. Fouls this first pitch away. And that pitch stays high, 1-1. Chief up the middle, but Lopez throws home for some reason. Does not get it there nearly in time. So a fielder's choice. I mean, I guess you have to call it an RBI, right? The run scored and they tried to stop it. So 11-2 Squirrels. Terry at the plate. 1-1 the count. He swings and misses for strike 2. That splitter too low. 2-2. Runners take off. Terry puts a ground ball to second. Cano throws over for, I guess that is only the second out of the inning. So Frank at the plate with runners on second and third. First pitch is called a strike. Another called strike makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Might be the first time Frank was retired today. We get to the 7th inning stretch, an 11-2 game. Johnson to hit on the other side. Alright, I'm going to put Johnston in to pitch a couple innings here.
Your attention, please. Number 27, Johnston.
Alright, Johnston has hit a homer today. Swings and misses at a sinker here. And fouls that slurve straight back. 0-2. Called strike 3 on the sinker. One down. Zimmerman also has homer today. And that pitch down and out. Another one too low. This one up in the zone, or up out of the zone rather, 3-0. Swings 3-0 and comes up empty. A little surprising, especially because that pitch wasn't all that close. Does watch that one to go by for a walk. 1 on, 1 out for Patterson. Looks at strike 1. And that's going to be a base hit into left field. Frank will toss it back in. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Johnny Estrada at the plate. First pitch is out of the zone. There's a swing and a miss. 1-1. Up the middle, but that's actually a tailor-made double play ball. Kester fields it right on second base and throws back to first. And that will end the 7th inning. 11-2 Squirrels. Tom will lead things off in the 8th. Tom 3 for 4 so far. He did strike out in his last at bat. Watches this fastball stay high. This one over the corner. I guess that was actually a slider, but it's called a strike either way. Puts this one into right field. Ultimate coming in, and he will make the grab. 1 down. Zach at the plate. He's 2 for 4 today. That pitch misses down and in. Misses down and in again. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Pops this one into center field. Patterson, I don't think, had to move a step. Makes the play. 2 down. Joey at the plate. He's got a couple singles today. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Pops this one up. Zimmerman waiting at third base. Will make the grab. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Still 11-2. Felipe Lopez will lead off for the Nationals. First pitch to Lopez is a ball. And this one is down and out. 2-0. There's a called strike. Pops this one up towards first. Terry's waiting on it. And he does make the grab. Pitcher spot up for the Nationals. They will pinch hit here. Find Dimitri Young. First pitch to Dimitri is a slur for a strike. Another slurve for a strike, makes it 0-2. Why not throw it again? Gets the swing and a miss. 2 down, Robinson Cano. 1 for 3, that one was the leadoff homer. First pitch was out of the zone, bounces in on a sinker, and swings and misses at a slurve. Another sinker, and this is going to be lined just foul down the right field line. 1-2. Throws a fastball, and Cano can't connect. We'll move into the 9th inning. Get a pinch hitter to start off with. 11-2 Squirrels. Tell you what. Was it John? That's what I thought. John Roche is going to come in to pitch. We are going to have Phil pinch hit and then actually let him pitch the 9th inning. I don't think he got to do it all last year, but in the past he's kind of been our designated position player pitcher. So we'll let him get an at-bat first, though. First pitch is a fastball for a strike. This one up and out. Fouled away. Makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, Kester at the plate. Finally got a hit in his last at-bat. I believe he was the last Squirrels position player to get one. Quickly down 0-2 here. Swings and misses for strike 3. 2 down, Marvin, 2 for 5, 3 strikeouts, but then has hits in his last 2 at-bats. He's back to batting left-handed. Hits this one into center field. Patterson drifts back, but he should have this one. And he does. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Delman Young is due up. And like I said, we are going to let Phil go ahead and save our bullpen some work here. Gets a ground ball to short. Joey throws it on over. 1 down. Ultimate 0 for 3 today. He puts a line drive into center field. 1 on. Johnson at the plate. He puts it into right field. I think I said Johnson hit a home run earlier. He did not. Zimmerman hit the home run. First pitch is called a strike. Second pitch is not. 1-1. Of course, I say pitch. These are all pretty much just batting practice lobs. It's a ground ball towards first, but it's foul. Hey, we got a 2-2 count. Can Phil get a strikeout? No, he does get a ground ball to short. Throw on to second, on to first. Double play to end the inning. So that ends that blowout. Your final score, Indianapolis Squirrels 11, Washington Nationals 2. The bullpen does the job, so they give the starters all a good day off. So hopefully we can get this rotation back on track. And hey, Phil, 1 inning pitch, no runs allowed. Zach is your player of the game. Drove in the go-ahead run. So thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we will finish up with the Nationals tomorrow. We will see you then.